I'm going to show you quickly how to replace your oil pressure sensor. This is a Detroit DD15 engine. There's your part number for your oil pressure sensor. There's the sensor itself. The location of the sensor is just below the water pump. You'll see back here there's two sensors. It's the rearmost one, and you can see that this one's all wicked with oil. What happens is that the sensor starts to fail and oil begins to come through the actual sensor into the electrical connector. So I'm going to take that off and show you the sensor and the leak. I cleaned it up with a little brake clean, but you'll see the way that these clips work is that there's a little gray tab here. I use a pick and I grab hold of the tab and I pull it out towards me. That unlocks it. Then you have to actually push the tab inward and then pull on the electrical connector to actually pull it out. So push the gray tab in towards the connector, and then you have to pull back on the connector. Like so. Here's the sensor. I have a 27 millimeter 12-point socket, deep well, and this should fit right in there. So you'll need a deep well in order to get the old one on and the new one in, but this should fit over the sensor and everything. Be careful when you're putting it back on to make sure you don't lose that washer. I just put the socket on there by hand, and then without an extension you should be able to get your ratchet on there and break it loose. Didn't take much, I just broke it loose real carefully. Once I got it broke loose, I'm just spinning it out by hand, 2 fingers, real easy. And here's what I'm talking about. You can see in there that oil has come through the actual sensor itself and into the electrical connector, which not only leaks oil on the ground but then causes erratic readings from your gauge. So we're going to replace that sensor. Make sure that you get the old washer off with the sensor. If it's not there, you'll have to get it off of there. No need to drain the oil or anything like that. You can see. Just want to make sure you clean out your electrical connector as well. Then you just put the sensor back in the same way you took it out. Clean that up, plug it in, good to go.